Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel for another video. So let's jump right into it, okay? Today I'm going to share with you the essential items that you're going to need if you are a self-retire. Whether you are at the beginning of your journey and you're just now starting to self-retire, or girl, you've been locked for years and now you want to take on this task, because it is a task, okay? If this is the case, girl, I got you covered. I'll share with you all of the things that I use to self-retire my hair.
Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find an image with the rest.
Let's start out with the MVP, okay? The star of the show, which is going to be your interlocking tool. Now, this is absolutely a must. And what I will tell you is you need to make sure that you have a tool that you are comfortable with using. There are so many out there on the market, but girl, any old one just ain't gonna do, okay? So when I first started interlocking my hair, I started out with the latch hook. And y'all, it snagged my hair so bad. It was just giving me the blues. I didn't think that I was ever going to be able to get to a point to do my own reties until I decided to pick up a different tool. And when I did this, y'all, it made all the difference. So what I will tell you is to make sure that you are using an interlocking tool that you are most comfortable with. I understand that you see all of the girlies out here using this tool. Listen. Use what you know. Look, use something that you can work with. Currently, I'm using this interlocking tool. Now, when I purchased it, it came 2 in a pack. I tried the longer one. It didn't work for me because the needle was so long, it would kind of catch the hair in the next lock and I would end up marrying locks together. But with the shorter needle, it was so much more easy to maneuver and interlock my hair without even using a mirror. So make sure you're using something that you are, again, comfortable with using, because I've also used a bobby pin on my shorter locks. And if y'all want to see how I did that, let me know and I'll do a YouTube short or something showing you how I use a bobby pin. But bobby pin was my best friend for the locks across the front. Caught them with ease, okay? So again, find something you're comfortable with using. If you want a list of all of the things that I'm using, I'll provide a link to my Amazon storefront so that you can see all of the tools that I use. The next item is a spray bottle. Listen, do not skip this step. The same way you used to spray your hair when you were a loose natural girl, you need to be spraying your hair now that you are doing your reties, because you can still break your hair. Now, spraying your hair makes it more pliable, it's moisturized, and it makes it easier to be able to do those reties. Because when you don't, girl, because trust me, I know, I've tried. Girl, you will hear your hair popping and cracking, girl. So please, please, please make sure that you are spraying the sections of your hair when you do your reties. I like to use distilled or filtered water, and I add a couple of drops of rosemary oil because it stimulates hair growth. So that is what I like to use in my spray bottle when I am doing my self reties. The next one is a light oil. Oil is your friend, okay? Now, I'm not going to tell you to go out here and use castor oil. For the girlies that can use that, more power to you. The oil for me is a little too heavy on my hair because I do have fine, low density hair. So when I use a heavy oil, it just weighs my hair down. And I'm more afraid of getting a lot of lint and stuff trapped in the locks and having a lot of buildup. I like to stick to a light oil, like a jojoba oil, almond oil, you know, something along those lines. Keep not only my hair moisturized, because I do have looser ends, so I want to make sure that I am keeping the ends moisturized as well as the locks and my scalp, because my scalp does tend to get dry, and I can take that oil and place it directly on those dry patches that I have. Currently, I'm using the Miele's oil. I did just run out. I do not plan on buying any more, but that has carried me up until this point. I have no complaints about the oil. It has worked wonders on my hair, but look, girl, I don't want to test my fate and go and buy another one and then the opposite happens, right? So I have opted to use like a jojoba oil or something along those lines. Also, while doing your reties. So it's also important to make sure that you have elastic bands or a silk scrunchie or satin scrunchie, as well as some clips. And all of this helps to tie your hair back out of the way so that you have clear access to that one lock that you're working on. And let me tell you, I've tried with and without clips, and I will tell you, more often than not, I was making mistakes because I did not have either some type of elastic bands or a clip to keep those other locks out of the way. So it is very important to make sure that you are able to pin back your hair so that you do not marry locks together. Ain't nothing better than a crisp, clean part. As you know, my hair is thin, it's low density, so you can see my scalp at all times. Now, I do prefer a cleaner part, but I'm not one of those that is, oh, I gotta have the clean part, because my hair is, the scalp be showing, okay? But there are certain areas that I wanna make sure that the part is parting, okay? And that is a side part, a middle part, and the parts going, like if I want to do like a half up, half down, you know what I'm saying? Like I can divide the hair and it's a clear, clean part, girl. Yes, girl. So if you're going for a clean part, look, not a part. If you're going for a clean part, you're going to need that rat tail comb. And I would encourage you to have one that has that little thin, girl, I'm a link it right here. This is the one that I feel is the best when you are trying to part your hair. Now, these next few items, you don't have to have them all. It is completely up to you, but I have found all of them useful. The first one being a three-way mirror. Now, when you are standing up in your bathroom mirror, you can hang this three-way mirror on the back of your door. You can, girl, I've even hung this mirror on the back of my bed, okay? Because I retie my hair sometimes in the bed watching television. Now, what I will say is, me standing in the bathroom mirror is perfect for me to be able to retie the front part of my head. The three-way mirror also comes in handy when I'm working on the sides. Now, if I am working on the back of my head, I have found it easier for me because, girl, that's when I have to sit down and get comfortable, because it takes no time for me to retie the front part of my head. Now, the back part is a completely different story, girl, because that's the biggest part of my head. Other than the three-way mirror, I like to use a tripod, my phone, and a television. Listen, I know it sounds like a lot, but hear me out. So this for me was a game changer. My husband told me to pull out my tripod, take my phone, mirror it, and cast it onto the television. Y'all, when I tell you change the game, it made doing my reties so easy. I would pull off the pillow on my sofa, put it on the floor. I would sit on that, take my tripod, prop it up on the couch, and then take my phone, cast it onto the television. So being able to do it this way, where I'm not having to inconvenience myself, stand up, or all of the things, being able to sit down on my couch, have a large screen television, casting the back of my head so that I can clearly see. Now, I know y'all like, girl, if you casting on the television, what you just gonna watch your head for several hours? No ma'am, no ma'am. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pull out that laptop or that iPad, and you're gonna pull up Netflix or YouTube and Tubi if that's what you watch. But that is literally my setup. It has made things so much more easier. I am comfortable and I don't mind sitting here for hours, and I can clearly see the back of my head and what I'm doing. This concludes all of the essential items that I use to be able to do my self reties. If you use something that I did not include in this video, please leave me a comment down below in the comment section so that I can hear from you, because I would love to know, what do you use that I'm not using? Because, girl, we in this together, so we have to help each other out. If you want a list of things that I use to do my reties, I will leave my Amazon storefront link below so that you can check those items out. As always, thank you for tuning into my channel. I love you. God bless. Bye.